Hi, everyone. It's Lori Melnitsky, life coach, ADHD life coach. And I wanted to come on. Happy Tuesday. I am in New York. It is hot. I do not like the humidity, but trying to make the best of it. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit, and this will probably resonate if you're an entrepreneur, or just in life. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about burnout, especially if you're working, being swallowed up, what I'm going to call, by life in general. And I'll just, share with you, I'll be honest, because I think sometimes it helps. So this past year, I got very busy. I'm a speech language pathologist. My private practice got very busy. It didn't start out that way at the beginning of the school year. It, started out kind of slow. I decided I'm going to do something new. I'm going to work in a school part-time. Not counting, even though my daughters are older, I still worry about them. And, just trying to handle life. I was okay, and I felt okay up until maybe from September until maybe May. And life started hitting me to the point where all I can tell you is that I felt like I wanted to get away. I was fine at work, everything was fine at work with my coaching clients, with my speech clients. It's what I love. It's my passion. But after that, I just wanted to escape. I wasn't sure what to do. I was working over 50 hours every week, besides the fact, trying to take care of not only counting my daughters, but my dog who just turned 14. He started to have some health issues. Thank God he's been a little bit better. And I just started to get overwhelmed. I was having a hard time, organizing things. And then June came and my school year ended and a lot of my clients ended. And I felt like I was going to crash. So what was I going to do? Because I personally tend to get bored if I don't have new and exciting things in my life. So I really, I went through a couple of weeks of a hard time, and I started to kind of unravel, and I kind of started to reflect. So the first thing I did was I said, you know what, let me go over in my head, and I actually wrote it down, what this year meant to me. And actually, it was a really wonderful year because a lot of people were helped and a lot of people made great transformations. So I definitely wrote it down. I started to do a gratitude journal, but I felt like career-wise, I had to really analyze what was working for me and not, because I can be a little negative also. So I had to really almost have a whole conversation with myself. Actually, my husband was really good. He's very supportive. So he had a conversation with me, also, and he was like, let's talk about what really worked. Number two, I had to take a step back from my whole family and, trying to figure out what was in my head with all the nonstop worry and what was the realistic part of what was happening. And, that helped because I was able to kind of, analyze it. I happen to be more of a visual person. So anything I write down, I can write it online. I could type it online, but my memory and my ability to remember things, I tend to remember things writing it. Number three is I started to visualize what happened in a positive manner. And take a lot of deep breaths in the morning. I tried to go out for a walk. That honestly, I started to. And the last few days, I feel the calm and I feel the peace. And I find with a lot of clients that I work with, when you start to get overwhelmed, you have to take a break. Last week, I actually, or a week and a half ago, I went to Texas, and it was a great opportunity because I was also at a coaching conference, and I realized, like, I sat there, and part of the conference was that I was coached, and I realized, like, how many times in life do you spend a half an hour being asked what's bothering you, and actually have someone say to you, tell me more about not so much why, because I didn't know why, but tell me more. What are you looking for? And I realized, like, this is what works for my clients, and it's something I wasn't doing for me. I lost the self-care in me. And without that positive mindset, and without the self-care of taking some breath, spending time with friends, and actually spending time with somebody one-on-one, like, just healed me or started healing me. So again, it's so important to really get into this, like, positive self-talk, to analyze what's good in life, to really, if things are feeling, unbalanced, if, like, you're tipping the scale here, like, you're starting to feel, like, really down, and that scale is not equal, to find a way to really pull it up within yourself. And it might not happen overnight. It just takes time. So again, these things just really helped me. I wanted to share them with you. And also, I can just tell you, at the airport, when I got to LaGuardia Airport, who I think has, like, the most canceled flights possibly in the United States, and my flight was delayed about 5 hours, and it was hot in there. I felt like the anxiety was going to really, like, I was like, should I head home? But I really wanted to go to this workshop, which meant that my flight was delayed 5 hours, and I was going to be up all night, and I was going to make it to this workshop an hour before, but I decided that it was worth it. But being in that airport, I had to take myself out of this. I mean, there were people on top of each other. Like, there were so many flights canceled. So I actually took myself out and I walked down a hallway. I cannot tell you, like, getting out of this, I felt like I was, like, in a stampede. So, hey, hi, oh, and thank you for watching. It is my pleasure. I hope some of this advice helps you. So I went down a hallway, and the air conditioning was on, and I decided to get a massage at the airport, which was a lot of money. It's not something I do normally, but to get out of these, like, it was, like, unbelievable. It was like a stampede. I'm, like, afraid to go back there. I cannot believe how crazy it was. But to get out of there and to go into a place that was, air conditioned, and there weren't, like, 90 people on me, and I took a breath. And then what I did was I went back, and I don't drink a lot of wine, but it was time for wine. And I just sat at the bar, and I actually spoke to a lot of people there, which was really nice, because it was just a pleasure meeting, everyone. So I just wanted to share all of this with you. I know at times I feel alone. Not that many people. I hope this group connects some of you. If you want to speak with me, there is no charge for a consult. I would actually love to just speak with you, so I have some idea what I can offer all of you. And you can email me. This is my email, lmelnitsky. Oops, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write my personal email. But here's my email. And again, if you have 10 or 15 minutes and you can kind of share with me what you're looking for, that would, like, really help me. So again, Thank you again, everybody, for watching, and have a wonderful day. Oops, have a wonderful day. I stutter also, so sometimes I get stuck on words, but when I get stuck, I like to use my strategies to practice. So have a nice day. Thank you so much.